Arcade intensity returns with uncompromising force in Contra Operation Galuga. Elite commandos battle alien forces across explosive stages, demanding precise movement and relentless firepower. Sharp rhythm rewards pattern recognition and disciplined positioning over careless aggression. Weapon upgrades and selectable perks shape each run, encouraging experimentation across difficulty modes. Hidden routes extend replay appeal beyond a single clear. Crisp visuals refresh the classic aesthetic while a driving score sustains momentum. A confident revival of a revered action legacy. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is an energetic ride through a colorful city where movement and style feel rewarding at every turn. The soundtrack keeps the momentum high, and graffiti challenges push creativity and skill to new levels. Missions remain engaging throughout, and mastering tricks provides a strong sense of progression. The city feels alive with detail, making each session enjoyable and inviting. Fans of action-packed, freestyle gameplay will find themselves returning repeatedly for the non-stop thrills and dynamic challenges. Trapped inside a cursed mirror by a jealous rival, the flamboyant magician Dandy Ace turns imprisonment into a stage for stylish combat. Each run through his fractured palace unfolds with quick, card-driven encounters that blend spell combinations into fluid, evolving sequences. Mixing attack, movement, and effect cards creates distinct playstyles that shift with every attempt. Boss fights arrive with theatrical flair, demanding sharp reads and adaptive card setups. Vibrant visuals and a playful tone keep each run feeling fresh, making this roguelite a consistently rewarding test of creativity and composure. Wrath Aeon of Ruin channels pure 90s shooter energy with fast-paced action, sprawling level design, and a heavy atmospheric tone. Built on the Quake engine, it nails the retro aesthetic while smartly updating mechanics for modern sensibilities. Enemy encounters feel intense, and exploration rewards those who dare to dig deeper. Weapons feel satisfying, and the sound design keeps tension high. A throwback done right, evoking the golden age of first-person shooters with confidence and power.
Kidnapped! I'm coming, Kunio! Ricky!
River City Girls is a stylish beat-em-up that mixes fast combat with a lighthearted story. Playing as Kyoko or Misako, you'll punch, kick, and throw your way through colorful stages filled with quirky enemies and fun boss fights. The controls feel responsive, making each combo satisfying, and the pixel art with its vibrant detail gives the game plenty of charm. The humor is playful without getting in the way of the action, and the music keeps the energy high. It's an easy game to pick up, but one that rewards coming back for more. Blazing Chrome is a thrilling run-and-gun game that captures the essence of classic action shooters with intense combat and vibrant pixel art. The levels are challenging and packed with enemies, making every moment exciting. The variety of weapons and boss fights keep players engaged, while the co-op mode adds a fun layer of teamwork. Fans of retro games will appreciate the nostalgic design combined with modern gameplay mechanics that keep the adrenaline pumping throughout. A solid pick for action lovers. Raiden IV MIKADO Remix brings back classic arcade shooting with thrilling intensity. Explosive combat, varied enemy patterns, and powerful weapons keep every stage exciting. The remix soundtrack pumps adrenaline into each encounter, giving battles a lively rhythm. Boss fights escalate the tension and reward skillful movement, making each victory feel earned. There's a strong sense of replay value thanks to multiple modes and scoring depth. Anyone craving old-school arcade action with modern flair will find this game incredibly engaging. Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked brings back the jetpack-fueled heroics of Sparkster with vibrant visuals and satisfying gameplay. The controls feel responsive, and each level keeps the pace exciting with creative enemies and clever stage design. The soundtrack hits with nostalgic energy, and the combat balances fast action with just enough challenge. A fantastic return for fans of classic side-scrollers, packed with heart and powered by pure arcade fun. A retro revival done with respect and energy. Windjammers 2 is an exciting reboot of the iconic arcade disc-slinging action, and it captures the fast-paced, competitive excitement. The hand-drawn images are brimming with energy, and the polished mechanics make each match seem furious but accessible. Whether you're curving shots, blasting super moves, or diving for a last-second save, the action is immensely entertaining. Online and local multiplayer keep the action moving, making it a must-have for competitive players. If you enjoy arcade sports, Windjammers 2 is pure, high-energy fun on the Switch. Forgive Me Father pulls players into a dark, intense world filled with challenging combat and clever puzzles. Each level tests strategy and timing, keeping engagement high without ever feeling repetitive. The atmosphere is immersive, with visuals and sound creating a sense of tension that never feels forced. Enemy designs are varied and require thoughtful approaches, making victories feel earned. Exploration is rewarding, revealing secrets that encourage careful attention. The game keeps momentum and excitement throughout. Ninja 5 is a fast-paced throwback that nails the feel of classic arcade action. The controls are sharp, making every jump, dash, and sword swipe feel purposeful. Enemies and level layouts demand quick reflexes and smart planning, keeping the intensity high. The retro visuals and energetic soundtrack sync perfectly with the game's rhythm. What stands out most is the satisfying mix of stealth and action, creating a thrilling pace that never drags. A standout hidden gem for fans of old-school ninja games. Dusk Diver 2 packs punchy combat, slick anime visuals, and a colorful Taipei-inspired world into a fast-paced action RPG. The combo-heavy battles feel rewarding, with each character bringing unique flair and style. The story ramps up with engaging dialogue and stylish cutscenes that keep momentum strong. Fans of action-packed, character-driven games will find plenty to enjoy. With its energetic pacing and vibrant design, Dusk Diver 2 keeps the action rolling with satisfying progression and solid replay value. Double Cross is an action-adventure game in which players take on the role of Zara, an agent of Rift entrusted with keeping the peace across multiple realms. Following an attack on the Rift headquarters, players must employ advanced equipment to move, battle, and explore across several dimensions. They must collect clues in order to identify the assailant and preserve the universe. Customizable play style, adventure game action, a novel proton slinger system, and a variety of strikes and combinations are among the highlights. Young Souls pairs vibrant 2D visuals with snappy combat and a heartfelt story about two rebellious twins diving between worlds. The mix of side-scrolling action and RPG elements keeps things engaging, with solid character progression and plenty of gear to experiment with. Dialogue feels genuine, and the art style pops with personality. It's easy to get pulled into its rhythm, juggling dungeon fights with downtime in town. A strong effort that balances style, gameplay, and emotional weight with confidence. Let's Revolution is a high-energy, rhythm-based action game that keeps players fully engaged. The music tracks are infectious, perfectly timed to the gameplay, making every level feel exciting and dynamic. Controls are intuitive, allowing for precise timing without frustration, and each stage increases the challenge in a way that encourages replay. Vibrant visuals and animated sequences make the game visually appealing, while the mix of music and action creates a thrilling, addictive rhythm adventure that's hard to put down. World of Goo 2 builds on its predecessor with clever puzzles, a quirky aesthetic, and physics-based gameplay that keeps things creative and unpredictable. Each level adds new mechanics, encouraging inventive solutions while maintaining a consistent tone. The Goo Balls have a strange appeal, and the world they inhabit is strange in the best way. With a thoughtful soundtrack and a strong visual identity, this sequel pulls players into a world that feels both weird and wonderfully imaginative. Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap brings classic action platforming to life with vibrant hand-drawn art and engaging gameplay. Transforming into different characters adds depth and variety, making exploration rewarding. The music complements the atmosphere perfectly, enhancing the nostalgic vibe without feeling outdated. Challenges feel fair and encourage thoughtful strategy, while the world design invites curiosity and skillful navigation. This game is a delightful journey for fans of retro-inspired adventures. Return to Monkey Island reignites the classic pirate adventure with clever humor and clever puzzles that keep players engaged. The vibrant art style and witty dialogue bring the island and its quirky characters to life in a refreshing way. Gameplay flows smoothly, balancing nostalgia with fresh ideas that feel true to the series. Fans and newcomers alike will find plenty to enjoy in this lively journey back to the high seas. It's a playful, well-crafted return to a beloved world.
Still waiting. He ain't looking like the old king.
Regalia of Men and Monarchs is a strategic role-playing game set in a distant country, with the player inheriting a debt-ridden monarchy. They begin on a journey to reclaim their family's legacy, which includes difficult turn-based fights, various missions, and distinct monsters. The game has a combination of comedy and grandeur. Players must recruit courageous warriors, administer regions, and form alliances to assure prosperity and expansion. The world is exquisitely designed with breathtaking vistas, dynamic cities, and lovely villages.
Regalia to its former glory.
Pleased to meet you. Whenever you need me.
Dark Deity is a tactical RPG that combines deep strategy with engaging storytelling. The game features a compelling cast of characters, each with unique skills and development paths that keep battles interesting and rewarding. Its classic grid-based combat challenges players to think carefully about positioning and resource management. The narrative weaves political intrigue and personal drama, creating a rich backdrop for every mission. This title is a solid pick for those who enjoy thoughtful gameplay paired with a well-written plot.
This would make for a fine tale.
GRADIUS Origins captures the golden age of arcade shooters with sharp enemy patterns, bold stage themes, and that classic risk-reward weapon system. Each run pushes reflexes without turning punishing, rewarding clean routes and calm control. The soundtrack drives momentum, while screen-filling chaos stays readable. Boss fights test spacing and timing, not luck. It's the kind of shooter that invites repeat runs, better scores, and mastery through play, making every session satisfying and worth returning to. Arcade roots stay strong with fair challenge curve. Dream Tactics is an epic adventure in which Naru, a mystery hero, must preserve the dream world from the Pillow Legions and avoid its destruction. With over 100 cards at your disposal, you may perform devastating combinations against foes. Each character can play numerous cards every round, and each turn brings a new hand of cards. Strategic inventory management is essential, so equip your characters properly. You'll meet a variety of pals along the journey, each with their own set of cards, which will give complexity to your approach. LunarLux is a vibrant mix of turn-based combat and retro-inspired visuals, wrapped in a futuristic sci-fi setting. Its story, centered around saving humanity on the moon, flows with personality and purpose. Combat mechanics feel engaging, with satisfying timing-based attacks and unique skills to master. Characters have depth, humor, and style that add warmth to the adventure. The pixel art pops with color, and the soundtrack sets the perfect tone. There's a clear sense of passion behind every detail, making it a joy to explore and replay. Keylocker is a cyberpunk turn-based rhythm JRPG in which players take on the role of Bobo, a singer and songwriter on Saturn, a planet where music has been prohibited for 141 years. Bobo, one of the doppelgangers, discovers a new music robot that can serve as a drummer for her illicit band. She protests against the corrupt system through music and joins her band of outcasts. Each character has an own ability tree and storyline, enabling users to manipulate electricity using their own music. The game includes conventional turn-based combat and seamless in-world skirmishes. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted brings back the classic tower defense fun with smart tweaks and fresh energy. Planting strategies stay addictive, enemy waves stay playful, and pacing stays engaging without dragging. Visual upgrades add clarity, while sound cues keep battles lively. Humor lands well, progression stays rewarding, and replay value remains high thanks to varied modes and challenge levels. A joyful return that respects its roots while staying easy to enjoy in short or long sessions. Controls respond well, difficulty ramps fairly. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is an intense and fast-paced action game that keeps players on their toes. Combat feels satisfying, with tight controls and a variety of weapons to master. Levels are designed to challenge both skill and strategy, making every encounter rewarding. The visuals are sharp and detailed, creating a dark and engaging world. Boss fights are memorable and force players to think carefully about timing and approach. It's a game that encourages mastery and keeps you coming back for more, with steady pacing and satisfying progression. Beneath its relaxed island postcard exterior, the Touryst hides a smart sequence of mysteries. A quiet traveler moves across compact tropical destinations, searching ruins, solving puzzles, and uncovering strange chambers below the surface. Movement feels crisp and light, giving platforming and exploration an easy rhythm, while each island adds fresh twists without crowding the pace. Clean voxel visuals and subtle audio support an elegant adventure shaped by curiosity, precision, and discovery. Hidden rooms reward care. Absolum offers a captivating dive into a mysterious world full of clever puzzles and exploration. The controls feel tight and intuitive, making movement and interactions smooth. Each level encourages creative thinking, and the game balances challenge with rewarding progression. Visuals are clear and engaging, giving the environments a distinct personality without overwhelming the player. The soundtrack complements the gameplay, adding subtle tension and atmosphere. It's a thoughtful, enjoyable adventure that keeps curiosity alive from start to finish. Under Defeat is a blast from the past that delivers classic shoot-'em-up action with a gritty, war-torn aesthetic. The controls feel tight and responsive, making every dodge and shot feel impactful. Visually, it holds up well with its detailed environments and satisfying explosions. The unique angled perspective adds a fresh twist to the genre, and the soundtrack perfectly complements the intense gameplay. Whether you're chasing high scores or just love arcade shooters, Under Defeat offers a nostalgic yet thrilling adventure that's hard to put down. Skelethrone. The Chronicles of Ericona carves its identity through fierce combat, heavy metal energy, and striking pixel art soaked in atmosphere. Every frame feels drenched in dark fantasy, backed by a thundering soundtrack that fuels each relentless battle. The world design rewards exploration with lore-rich secrets and satisfying challenge. Combat hits hard and feels weighty, giving every weapon a distinct presence. A solid journey for fans of brutal action and old-school side-scrollers with a heavy thematic punch. SANABI is a captivating side-scrolling shooter that combines intense action with a striking, pixel art aesthetic. The gameplay is challenging but fair, encouraging strategic thinking alongside quick reflexes. The variety of weapons and enemies keeps engagement high, while the atmospheric soundtrack enhances the mood without overpowering. Its design encourages exploration and mastery, rewarding players with satisfying progression. A well-balanced title that keeps players hooked with its compelling mechanics and vivid world. Wildkeepers Rising builds a lively action loop with smart creature companions, fast combat, and steady progression that keeps sessions engaging. Each area adds fresh twists, enemy patterns, and upgrades that reward planning without slowing the pace. The art direction pops with clear silhouettes and readable effects, while the soundtrack pushes momentum during battles. Controls respond quickly, boss fights test timing and positioning, and the upgrade paths encourage replay runs. As a package, it earns praise for momentum, clarity, and lasting pull. Rivals of Aether is an excellent platform fighter that offers intense, thrilling action with a distinct elemental twist. Inspired by Smash Bros., it improves upon the model with tight physics, smooth mobility, and a heavy emphasis on competitive play. Each character feels unique, having skills related to fire, water, air, and earth, which adds strategic complexity. The pixel graphics is stunning, and the soundtrack is exciting. Whether you play solo, with friends, or in ranked battles, this is a must-have for anybody who enjoys skill-based fighting games. Marvel Maximum Collection gathers legendary heroes into a focused arcade-style showcase of comic book spectacle. Iconic champions step forward with distinct abilities, uniting against larger-than-life villains across vibrant stages drawn from classic storylines. Combat flows with responsive strikes, team synergy, and screen-filling powers that reward timing and coordination. Unlockables, character upgrades, and escalating boss encounters encourage continued mastery. Bold art direction and energetic audio capture the spirit of the source material, forming a cohesive and satisfying superhero package.